Think of MLB The Show, MLB 16 The Show, Road to the Show. I just got drafted by the Colorado Rockies in the last episode. So, this is my minor league debut. Let's go. It's a training. I'm good at hitting either the high pitch or the low pitch. As you can see, I'm pretty good at hitting the low pitch. I think I'm good at hitting the outside pitch. Just keep hitting gappers. Triple and a double. Let's see if I can get for the cycle. It's a dinger, so all I need is a single now. Single for the cycle. There's a cycle, baby. So I think that was a 2-run home run. Let's see if I can do it. Oh no, I can't. That's a no-doubter. Oh, that was a grand slam. So 2 home runs and a cycle. Gold medal for the training session. Your performance was exceptional. As a result, you have unlocked the next difficulty level of this training mode and have been awarded 200 training points. Okay. Okay, here's our first game.
right, tonight's Double-A Eastern League action is drawing nearer as we welcome you back to our minor league pregame show with the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Buckeye Blondie is our subject, making his Double-A debut in this one, so this is probably an exciting day for him.
Well, I'm sure it is, but he knows he's got a long road ahead of him to the major leagues. He wasn't a top draft pick, so he likely won't be on the fast track to the show. Unless, of course, he starts really putting up big numbers in the minor leagues. Still, I know this organization has said they were happy to get a chance to draft him, so maybe they feel he could blossom into a solid player someday. It takes a lot of hard work, resiliency, and determination to make it to the big leagues. His journey starts today, so we'll see how it goes.
Okay, Eric, Steve, and I are ready for baseball, and we'll have it for you next on the show.
Okay.
Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Tonight, the first of this four-game weekend set between the Flying Squirrels of Richmond and the Hartford Yard Goats. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Steve, what's their focus as they go for their
Flying Squirrels?
Stepping in, Buckeye Blondie, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
In this one, maybe in my career.
First pitch on its way. And this is hit hard up the middle. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And that right there was his first hit at the Double-A level. Steve, that's got to be an exciting moment for him.
Yeah, with that first knock out of the way, he can now settle in and start working on the next one. Of course, he's aiming for that first major league hit, but he's got to start somewhere.
Coming to the plate now, Brandon Barnes. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take it early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Dan Hackman has a golden opportunity to give his guys the lead as he stands in with 3 men aboard.
And Matt, it's early in this game, but this is a big moment right here.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one as they move on top 4-0.
Awesome.
Boy, an opening day grand slam. How about that to get your...
In now, Buckeye Blondie. He singled his last time up.
Buckeye Blondie.
Grounded to short. He's got it. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We'll go now to the top of the third. The Yard Goats lead it 4-0.
Oh, the grand slam is getting it wrong.
Buckeye Blondie steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Technically 2 for 2.
First delivery to him on the way. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Land waits on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Is he really wearing a jacket on second base?
Now to the plate, Ron McNeil, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Oh, it's hit to third. 5, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
Well, that's the absolute definition.
5-4-3 double play. Let's go.
Rick Rubio will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
A quick out number 1.
That was kind of cool.
Buckeye Blondie gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
First baseman, Buckeye Blondie.
High fly ball out to straightaway center.
I think that might be a dinger.
Rubio is there, and these fans won't like that as it's a 1-pitch out. Buckeye Blondie will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. Around first, heading for second now. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. And this throw gets away from him.
You talk about flying. With his speed, he doesn't need a coach. Not even going to look at him. He's made his mind up. When he hits second, I'm not stopping. I'm getting to third.
Brandon Barnes will dig in. Took a cold third strike his last time.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. So you've got to let that one go and make the next AB count.
Struck him out. And standing in and working on a fantastic game, Dan Hackman. He has 7 runs driven into his name so far.
Huge game for him so far, and he's looking for even more.
And that's through into right field for a base hit. And to score, the runner from third.
Oh, I got 2 extra points.
Well, you got a good pitch to hit. This is out over the plate, and he knows just what to do with it. Drive this one to right field and picks up that RBI from third.
I got up my speed. I think speed is so expensive.
And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
And you have to feel good for that guy right there. The games finally count, and he comes out on opening day and turns in a great performance. That's how you want to get your season started.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The Yard Goats win it 10-3. Good night, everybody.
That was a cheesy joke. Get it? Because goats can make milk, and milk is dairy, and milk makes cheese. Get it? No? Stupid. Whatever. I don't really care. 875. Is that 875 or 675? Subject to training. Training is a key component of your development as a player and is essential. To reach your full potential plays hard. Fundamental baseball is to earn training points, which you can spend on improving specific attributes in the training school. Don't really care. Yeah, that's 876, I think. Yeah, that's 876.
We close this door around this way. In here.
I can only upgrade my speed once. I just spent like 800 points like that. Like when you get called up and stuff is when you get a serious bang for your buck. Well, I mean buck for your bang, if you get what I mean. Because you're banging baseballs.
Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Tonight, Game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Flying Squirrels of Richmond and the Hartford Yard Goats. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next.
The Flying Squirrels or the Yard Goats?
And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, I think the
think the
focus has to
Blue Jays are
be
addicted
on the
to
man hitting
pass.
third. He went deep last game,
Just
and he
sit.
seems ready to take advantage of any mistakes he sees right now.
Aaron Castaneda is on the mound for game 2. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, he does have a curveball. It's one of those sweeping curveball that just kind of sweeps across the plate, kind of like a slow slider.
Rick Rubio will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, when you have a rough day at the plate, it's all about letting it go. You can't dwell on it for too long.
Bounce to first. Blondie gloves it, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. Steve, what's their focus as they go for their first win?
This is a lineup that features so many young kids on this team, and generally you know you're going to have to live with their mistakes, but what you do is you ride that youth and enthusiasm.
Johnny Land will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest. Drilled to first. Fielded clean. The throw pulls him off the bag. And this throw gets away from him. And they won't get him as he's able to advance from first to third on what would certainly be scored a throwing error.
And you know what? This is always a really difficult throw for a first baseman because he has to deal with the runner who's headed to second base. And also, that runner can sometimes screen the shortstop that's covering the bag.
Buckeye Blondie will get his first shot here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hard liner toward short. Now this is pulled in by the shortstop.
Guys, that was really bad.
A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. What's the key to sending fans home smiling tonight, Steve?
Well, it certainly wasn't a good start. You're down by a ton after the first. So stay patient, chip away. You've got 9 innings to go.
Buckeye Blondie has a chance here to put his guys right back in this one. Bases are loaded.
Yeah, and a ball deep into the gap could tie it, and of course a long ball would flip this script entirely.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. 1 run is scored. The tag, and he is out. So 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors. And a couple of men left. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. The Flying Squirrels are on top. 4-2. In now, Raul Veras. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometime.
Oh, he gloves it coming off the base. It's there. He got him.
Wow, made it look easy.
Another look at the fine play at first that concludes matters here in the inning. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Buckeye Blondie comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Veras giving chase, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Around second. He'll try for third. And he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple.
Now batting.
So he's into third there with the leadoff triple as the third baseman's going to come over now and discuss how they want to play things with the runner on third. And this is going to set up an interesting... Whoa, whoa, whoa. They were looking for the hidden ball trick there, and I'll tell you what, it just about worked. Brandon Barnes will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Dan Hackman will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick, or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
I don't even think there's no such thing as a hat trick in baseball. Well, maybe 3 home runs or something.
Dave Larson steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Men on third with 2 down.
Okay.
Drilled on the ground is short. McNeil scoops it up. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. 5 innings complete. Richmond leads this one.
I just went all the way around
5-3.
for nothing. Wow, that was perfect.
Raul Veras steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Runner at first here, 1 man out. On the ground is short. This could be 2. To second for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, the side is retired. So 1 run on 2 hits. No errors. And no one left on base. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Squirrels lead it 6-3. Buckeye Blondie will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Line drive to center field. Rubio is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
And that's one of those plays where you...
Buckeye Blondie will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time. And now he'll again ask for time. And one thing you don't want to do is get a pitcher too riled up out there. And you wonder if he's trying to get in his head out there as he steps out for a 3rd time now. Runners on first with 1 down. And I'm not sure, but it looks like he may have been blindfolded for that swing. It's 0-2 now. And he'll step out for a 4th time here. And now be careful, because I don't know many pitchers who care for these type of shenanigans. Lifted in the air to center. Rubio is under it, 2 down. Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
Yeah, 2 hits for him in the ballgame, both of them doubles, and that really paced his guys to the victory.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The squirrels are flying.
Acoustic man. Guys, comment down below if you want
Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game weekend set between the Flying Squirrels of Richmond and the Hartford Yard Goats. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Buckeye Blondie will get his first shot here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago.
I think that I want to do a pitcher and then enter the draft.
Now a ball hit sharply toward third. Oh, and he misses it. And a good effort on the recovery throw, but it never really had much of a shot. And I'd be surprised if that's not an infield single. And they'll tag him out in the rundown. A chance now to take a look at.
He's had a great series at the plate so far with 9 RBIs added to his season total. I mean, I can't remember the last time I saw a guy this locked, so I think it's going to be a lot of fun to watch him go about his business in this one.
And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And what's the call? It's a home run.
Let's go.
And now hold on just a second here. You can see the 4 umpires gathering near third. And it would appear that they're going to discuss whether this in fact stayed inside the foul pole. And I would guess that after all the discussion, they're going to go inside and have a look at the video replay. And that is indeed what they'll do, as we'll take a look and let you decide for yourself. All right, the review looks like it's over. Was there indisputable video evidence? Yes, it's a foul ball after all.
Come on.
So take the home run off the board, and there's an instance where the video got it right.
Okay, so here's the foul ball. Let's see. let's see. Oh. Because if you look, doesn't it look like a home run? No, not really. That was a great
Nothing in one
hit.
count. Here it comes. And this pitch is hit rather sharply toward the third base coaching box. It's a foul ball.
I'm only trying to kill the umpire for calling that foul ball.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Rubio on the move. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
So close, guys.
Buckeye Blondie gets things started here in the sixth for the hometown team.
First baseman, Buckeye Blondie.
I want to do it right here.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he's not stopping, he wants 3. And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
Nope.
And a wide throw as this one gets by him at the bag.
There's nobody at
Tag
third.
comes down, and they're going to get him.
Stupid.
Buckeye Blondie digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning. First pitch of the at-bat.
Blondie.
Sends that one out of play for
Whoever's
strike
watching, comment
1.
down below.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Taken high and deep to right. Land racing back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
Go.
A solo shot here to straightaway right field,
Not that
as
far.
it is now 7-3.
Oh yeah, close. Well, they're not tiny there. So it's not this one.
Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits, including a home run. Without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
Everything's a different story without Buckeye Blondie in the lineup. Let's go.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com.
Okay. Okay, I think this is the last game. Let me check. Yep, that was the last game. See you guys later. Bye. I'll be playing the next series in the next broadcast. Bye.